It's cut off, and Notre Dame with a chance on the counterattack. Davis cuts and shoots. He scores! Second goal of the year for Jaden Davis, and what a snipe it is. And Notre Dame takes the lead with 6:38 to go in the second.
Halliday through center, turns away from Trevor Janicki. Califragno tried to roll it in deep. He turns it over, but Ohio State gets it back around in front, and Halliday is robbed at point-blank range. Made a move to his backhand, and Bishop stayed with him for an excellent glove stop.
Favaro with room, fakes, takes, just missed. Rebound off the board, it's a lively one. Oh, and it doesn't go for Trevor Janicki. Not sure how that one stayed out.
I think Augustine stopped it.
Russell takes a big hit, turns it over. Favaro, DDD pass, Master Domenico back. Favaro scores! DDD circle to circle, Drew Bavaro, 2-1 Notre Dame. Face-off is won back by Minnesota, and we're underway here in the second period. Golden Gophers quickly roll this one in deep. Nevers doing the honors as it's chipped around to the far corner. Swing and a miss there by Notre Dame, but they get it out to center with Hunter Strand making the pass and Drew Bavaro taking it in stride. Right wing dish, Master Domenico throws one to the net, and the Irish get their first shot since about 7 minutes into the first period. An easy glove save made there by Close.
All it took was both defensemen leading the rush on a 2-on-3. 3 forwards behind them, so maybe something to look out for in this period. Whether Jeff Jackson went into the locker room and told his team, hey, defensemen, get in the rush, join the play, try to create offense. And sign of that maybe right there as Bavaro feeds Master Domenico on the 2-on-3 rush chance.
Irish did get a goal from their back end last night with Bavaro doing the honors. Here's a centering try from Notre Dame after they forced a turnover following a face-off loss. But again, that was kind of the theme for Notre Dame in the first period. A lot of throw passes towards the middle of the ice, hoping that someone could get to it, and the Irish just were never able to really find those open players and get shots. Here's a toss up the left wing that finds Pitlick in stride, and Bishop gets just a piece as the rebound caroms into the corner. Jake Boltman dropped his stick. He's got it back now. As Minnesota keeps possession, they work it down low here for Oliver Moore. Moore working away from Boltman, back out to the line. Big shot, and Bishop makes the stop through some traffic. Renzel has it. He'll work it D to D. This one is flipped wide of the cage on purpose. Battled for around behind here. Twisting away from a check is Pitlick. Moves it back out high across to Renzel. Renzel with a wrister, and that one missed the target. Rebound comes off the boards. Right there is Pitlick. Minnesota's second line buzzing here as another point shot takes off, and that one catches glass. Notre Dame finally able to get it out to center, but the Golden Gophers right back on the attack. This is Moore in stride with a shot squeezed by Bishop.
Good start for the Gophers in this second period, and Oliver Moore was all over in period one. Really one of the only standout players creating chances, just no bounces going his way. That shift he set up a couple chances, including a one-timer from Chesley that Bishop made the save, even though he looked like he couldn't really see it. Just sliding in good position with his right pad to kick it out, and the Gophers off to a good start in this second period. It's that second line not matched up against the third line for Notre Dame, which is a matchup we saw a lot of in the first period, and so maybe something that they look to exploit.
Here's the chance right around in front. Oh, and a stop made by Bishop on a backhand attempt, and they score! Minnesota banks it in from below the goal line. It's Connor Kurth getting the goal, and Minnesota turns that pressure into the first tally of the night. 1-0, 1:44 into the second.
Not sure if Kurth was even looking when he just swung it at the net. You mentioned the Irish doing a lot of just throwing it at the net. Well, it's the third line for the Gophers that try that there, and it's Connor Kurth, that banks it in off a Notre Dame defender, and the Gophers are off to a 1-0 lead.
Seventh goal of the season for Kurth, the Tampa Bay Lightning prospect. And so Notre Dame now, certainly a wake-up call moment for the Irish. They have not come out of this game strong, as has been typical for them on Saturday nights, especially against top teams. They need to wake up fast, or else Minnesota could be the ones with the offensive rampage tonight. This is icing against the Golden Gophers.
Yeah, the next goal will be super critical in this game. Whether it's Minnesota jumping out to a 2-0 lead, Notre Dame not known for their offense, so overcoming 2-0 will be very difficult for them. And if Notre Dame gets it, you never know, you get the crowd involved, a little bit of motivation here on senior night. So totally possible for them, but they definitely need the next one.
Face-off win, point shot from Boltman doesn't get through. It's off a shin pad. And it trickles out to center ice as Notre Dame was not able to keep control of it. Bavaro, who scored Notre Dame's sixth and final goal in last night's rousing victory, works it down low. Hunter Strand is on it for Notre Dame there. Strand checked, but the Irish take it away. Bavaro has it. Head fake and a D-to-D pass. Gets it back at the right point. Bavaro holds, fires, and that one is knocked away. Not sure if it got through the net or not. The Irish keep it alive, trying to work it down low now as the stick goes flying. It belongs to a Minnesota player, so Notre Dame with some space here. Bavaro out high, fakes, takes, and the shot goes wide. Good shift for Notre Dame in response. Bavaro has it again. Nice keep at the line. Bavaro drags and shoots, and a stop made by Close. Rebound available in front. It's knocked down and is up for grabs around behind the goal. Notre Dame on it again. Spun out to the left side. Master Domenico moves it out high. Strand now cuts to the circle, then doubles back. Bavaro has it again. Right point as the Irish make changes with possession. Throwing it cross ice. Sedum slings it down low. It's worked along for a centering try, and deflection goes just high and wide. Best sequence of the game for Notre Dame as they get only one shot on that cycle, but a lot of pressure, and Minnesota forced to spend extended time in its own zone. Golden Gophers will just lob this one in here as they have some tired bodies on the ice. They make changes as Zach Plasinski banks one up the right side of the ice. It's gone way down. No icing here, so Close will play it. Flips it to his defense. And Minnesota with a turnover. Maddox Fleming stepping into this puck. Tries to knock it down out of the air. Now has it at the right circle and dishes it around behind. Renzel is first to it. Up the wall, tipped along to the blue line. It does stay in. Renzel gets it back now as Notre Dame was just forced to flip it in wildly to avoid the offside, and Minnesota's in firm control. Carried up the left side here by Middlestat. John Middlestat, of course, brother of Buffalo Sabres center Casey Middlestat. His brother Luke Middlestat, a strong defense prospect for Montreal. He is not playing tonight as Notre Dame goes offside here at the Minnesota line.
And that was John Middlestat on the back check, forcing that offsides. He had it taken away briefly by Plusinski, but it hustled back the length of the ice to force the offsides. And Justin Close going to the bench here for the Gophers. Looked like maybe a small equipment malfunction, but he's good. He's heading back to his crease, and we'll get set to drop the puck at center ice with 15:47 to go in period two.
Well, if you remember last year's senior night, the Irish, they're stranger to deficits in these games. They're down 2-0 to Ohio State. Came back despite being wildly outshot to force a shootout and then won it in 9 rounds. Hoping to make a comeback effort tonight as well as they win this face-off and once again shoot the puck into Minnesota territory. Cal Thomas, the Arizona Coyotes prospect, tries to work it around the near boards here. It's pumped back down low and the Irish are on it. This is Slackert with the handoff now. Trying to work it into the middle was Sedum. He's stood up there. Moynihan digs it out of the pile, throws it all the way out to the right point for Jake Boltman. Still looking for that first goal of the year. He rifles a cross-ice pass that's deflected to the glass. Stays in play, though. Knuble tries to spin away from a check. Shuffles it off for Moynihan. Tries to flip it out to the blue line, but this one is knocked away, and Minnesota goes to the other end in transition. Carried up here by Nevers for a shot. Oh, and he rang it off the pipe. Mason Nevers got to the inside, let a quick wrister go and clang the iron. It stays 1-0, though. Notre Dame fires the puck back out to the big Irish logo in center. Bischel makes a blocker save on a shoot-in from the red line, and it winds up going out of play.
What a rush from Nevers. He was going in one-on-one. The defenseman for Notre Dame, Ryan Sedum, was back and in great position, but Nevers makes a quick cut to the inside, avoids the stick, avoids the shot block from Sedum, who led all skaters with 3 blocks in that first period. Couldn't make a fourth, and that one goes off the post for a big chance.
Irish win this defensive zone faceoff. Drew Bavaro with the bank pass through center, and it's twisted into open ice. Danny Nelson tries to skate it down, uses his strength to lift the opposing player's stick, and it's worked around the boards for Bavaro. In from the right point, he throws one that makes it to Nelson. He fires one that missed its intended target, comes out to Bavaro. He'll send it down low, hoping for Nelson again, and he's got him. To Bavaro again. DDD pass, and it's fumbled by Master Domenico. Back out to center, and tipped into open ice. Stuggerud walks in with a chance, and recovering just in time to knock it away was Master Domenico. It'll be another offensive zone faceoff for Minnesota, but it could have been much worse.
Yeah, good back check from Master Domenico after turning it over at his own blue line. Looked like Snuggerud checked behind him to see what options he had in terms of teammates, and that quick, brief hesitation may have allowed Master Domenico to get back get a stick on that shot. Snuggerud is not the guy you want shooting the puck. If you're Ryan Bischel, one of the best shots in the Big Ten.
He's got 18 goals on this season. Nearly at 19 right there. Face-off win for Minnesota. They try to go back to work in the offensive zone and regain some momentum. It is Lamb on his backhand in the right corner. Banks it to the blue line. Puck is fired intentionally wide, well into the corner here. Minnesota does a good job knocking this puck away from Hunter Strand. Beckley across, one-time drive, doesn't get through. Follow-up chance to the net, and that one's flung wide as well. Checks up off the boards for Justin Janicki. He'll move this one all the way across. Irish, maybe numbers here as they go to work in transition. Drop pass connects, worked back in, around behind, closes down, wraparound score! Justin Janicki gets the goal, a wraparound tally, and we're tied at 1.